Cool.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Fuck yeah. All right. Well, hi.
Hi.
Hi, Kyle. Yeah, right. Here we go with our maiden voyage for the Shards and Shenanigans podcast. I'm your host,
Yes.
Christopher, and got my good.
Oh,
got
no
my
last
good pal.
names. No way. Gotta pull the last name out of that.
Yeah, we can cut that. That's what it'll be. You know, we can make a sound. We can put a sound effect on it. That'd be kind of fun.
Okay, perfect.
All right. get ground rules.
Well,
there.
then with that, then I guess I'm Kyle. Sound effect insert there. Yep. Yeah, this is our first, not our first time reading books together, but our first podcast talking about the books that we read together. So definitely interesting.
Absolutely. I think, just a little background. Kyle and I read Wheel of Time together, and we got to discussing it. And Kyle happens to be a pretty special person to me. He's my bleep, bleep, bleep. No, I'm just kidding. He's my brother-in-law. So, I'm really lucky to be here, to be reading this with Kyle. I have a background in the Cosmere. I've done a read-through of everything that is written right now as of March 6, 2025. But I want to be here as a guide and as as someone to bounce ideas off of for Kyle as he explores the Cosmere, and starting with Mistborn here.
Yeah, it's been a fun ride going through Wheel of Time first, and obviously starting off with Robert Jordan, but then Brandon kind of finishing things out there. So got a little taste of maybe some of his styles, but I know we've talked in the past a little bit about how his own works are definitely flow a little different and are a little quicker pace than some of what Robert Jordan had going on. So super interested to kind of hit the ground running, and we're going to start out here with the prologue and then right into part 1, chapter 1. So can't wait to get started.
Yeah, do you have any kind of ideas or questions in your mind that you're thinking like, kind of what am I getting myself into?
Yeah, anytime I read a new fantasy book, I am like so lost for the first probably 10 chapters at least. I remember, and like I'll probably catch hate for this, but I tried to read Dune, and this was years and years ago, probably 15 years ago. And I couldn't get past, like, there were so many new names and places, and I was like, what is happening? And I just, gave up on it. So I felt that way. You actually gifted me the first, The Eye of the World, the first Wheel of Time book. And so I remember looking at how thick it was and thinking, like, God, I don't want to start that. Like, it's gonna, like, I was so intimidated,
Yeah.
And so I actually sat for a while before I picked it up, and I'd say probably after a year or so after you gave it to me, I finally picked it up, and I remember getting into it and being like, okay, this isn't that bad. So I think that's kind of going to be the same. So no questions so far. I mean, I don't even know what I'm getting into with this. But really just, again, super excited to get started.
Well, I think all my Cosmere fans out there will agree that we're going to, test our mettle here in the Mistborn universe and give ourselves a good shot, of good old Sanderson adrenaline. One of my favorite books, where I also started my adventure in the Cosmere. I think it's more of a nostalgic start for me as well. I've got some questions myself. I want to see what happens to this character here, that character there, and relive some of these moments. I think one of the things that's really exciting about Mistborn that I'm excited to kind of watch, like, you go through, is just like there's a little bit of mystery, a little bit of intrigue, and also just as like a warning, there's kind of breadcrumbs throughout the book that will be called upon later, and the if you enjoy kind of piecing those things together, I think there's a lot you can gain out of this book and the Cosmere, because I think Brandon Sanderson as an author likes to supply that for those who are willing to read and find out. So, yeah, I'm ready, man. Raffo, we're going to read and find out. It's going to be great.
That's right. That's Raffo. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll yeah, I mean, I think this will be it'll be interesting to listen back to this at some point and kind of hear where we are, hear where we were when we were started, and then I'm sure we've got some crazy adventures ahead. So yeah, let's go.
Absolutely, back when we were childrens. All right. Well, I guess that's us signing off. Don't forget to smash like and subscribe, and
yeah.
Because that'll exist. And we got handles.
Check out.
Tell us about the handles.
Hopefully we'll. I was gonna say, yeah, we do have handles. I don't know them all right now because they're all different.
Hell yeah, that'll be in the next episode.
couldn't secure all the handles.
You already know the handle because you're here.
But yeah, check out if you search shards and shenanigans, not sharts.
Not shards.
I mean, we're familiar with those as well, but shards and shenanigans, that's where we're at. We'll have a YouTube page, Instagram, Facebook, X, and who knows? Maybe we'll get weird and TikTok. I don't know.
Yeah, revive the MySpace.
Yeah. So, well, thanks, guys. Well, I guess that's it. I don't know. We've never done this before.
Yeah, I love it. All right, and on 3 with a clap. Nah, I just played. It's good.